Hello everyone, my topic is acids, bases and salts. So this is the concept map of acids, bases and salts. So let's discuss the introduction, properties, classification and uses of acids, bases and salts. So firstly we see about acids. For introduction, look at the pictures of some of the materials used in our daily life. So these are the materials that we use in our daily life. A certain type of chemical compound present in them gives the sour taste. These are called the acids. The word acid is derived from the Latin word acidus, which means sour taste. Substance with sour taste are called acids. Let us see some of the sources of acids and acids present in them. So in apple, malic acid is present. In lemon, the citric acid is present. In curd, lactic acid is present. In ant and bee, the formic acid is present. In 1884, a Swedish chemist Arrhenius proposed a theory on acids and bases. According to him, an acid is a substance which furnishes H plus ions in an aqueous solution. They contain one or more replaceable hydrogen ions. For example, when hydrogen chloride is dissolved in water, it gives H plus and Cl minus ions in water. So the equation represents them. Let's see the acids and their molecular formula and replaceable hydrogen ions. For acetic acid, the molecular formula is CH3COOH and the replaceable hydrogen is 1. In formic acid, the molecular formula is HCOOH and the replaceable hydrogen is 1. For nitric acid, the molecular formula is HNO3 and the replaceable hydrogen is 1. In phosphoric acid, the molecular formula is H3PO4 and the replaceable hydrogen is 3. Classification of acids. Acids are classified in different ways based on their sources, basicity, ionization, etc. Firstly, we saw the acids based on their sources. The acids based on the sources are classified into two types, organic acids and the inorganic acids. Organic acids are the acids present in animals and plants or organic acids. Example, HCOOH and CH3COOH. Inorganic acids. Acids prepared from rocks and minerals or inorganic acids or mineral acids. Example, HCl, HNO3, H2SO4, etc. So let's see the acids based on their basicity. So acids are classified into monobasic acid and tribasic acid based on their basicity. What are monobasic acids? Acids that contain only one replaceable hydrogen atom per molecule is called monobasic acid. It gives one hydrogen ion per molecule of an acid in a solution. Example, HCl, HNO3. Tribasic acid. An acid which gives 3 hydrogen ion per molecule of the acid in a solution. Example, H3PO4. So let's see the acids classification based on the ionization. So on the basis of ionization, acids are classified into strong acid and weak acid. Strong acid are the acids that ionizes completely in water. Example, HCl. Weak acid are the acids that ionizes partially in water. Example, CH3COOH. So let's discuss the properties of acids. They have sour taste. Acids turn blue litmus into red. Their aqueous solution conduct electricity since they contain ions. So let's discuss some of the basic uses of acids. Sulfuric acid is used in car batteries. Hydrochloric acid is used as a cleaning agent. Citric acid is used as the preservatives in food preparation. Carbonic acid is used in aerated drinks. Tartaric acid is constituent of baking powder. So aqua regia. What is aqua regia? Let's see about that. We know metals like gold and silver are not reactive with either HCl or HNO3, but the mixture of these two acids can dissolve gold. This mixture is called aqua regia. It is a mixture of hydrochloric acid and nitric acid prepared optimally in a molar ratio of 3:1. It is a yellow-orange fuming liquid. It is highly corrosive liquid, able to attack gold and other substances. So let's see the chemical formula. 3HCl plus HNO3. Solubility in water. It is miscible in water. Melting point. It has a melting point of 42 degrees Celsius. Boiling point. It has a boiling point of 108 degrees Celsius. Uses of aquarium. Let's see the uses. It is chiefly used to dissolve the metals such as gold and platinum. It is used for cleaning and refining gold. So this is the formative assessment. These are the questions used to evaluate the understanding of the student or the reader. So let's see about bases. Introduction. Look at the pictures of some of the materials used in our daily life. These are the materials that we use daily in our routine. So a certain type of chemical compound present in them gives a bitter taste. These are called the bases. The word base is derived from the French word basis pestle, which means bitter taste. According to Arrhenius theory, bases are the substance that ionizes in water to give hydroxyl ion OH-. The base metal oxides which give salts and water on reaction with acids. These are also known as alkaline. So, do you know a fact? All alkalis are bases, but not all bases are alkalis. A base that are soluble in water is called alkali. A base that reacts with an acid to give salt and water only. Generally, base reacts with acid, gives salts and waters. Base contain one or more replaceable oxide or hydroxyl ion in a solution. So let's see the tabular column. Let's see some of the bases and molecular formula and replaceable hydroxyl ions. So base or calcium oxide, the molecular formula is CaO and the replaceable hydroxyl ion is 1. For sodium oxide, the molecular formula is Na2O and the replaceable hydroxyl ion is 1. For calcium hydroxide, the molecular formula is CaOH2 and the replaceable hydroxyl ion is 2. Classification of bases. Bases are classified into various types based on their acidity and concentration. Firstly, we see about the classification of bases based on their acidity. It is classified into two types: monoacidic base, diacidic base, triacidic base. Monoacidic base, it is a base that ionizes in water to give one hydroxide ion per molecule. Example, NaOH, KOH. It is a base that ionizes in water to give 2 hydroxyl ion per molecule. Example, CaOH twice, MgOH twice. Triacidic base. It is a base that ionizes in water to give 3 hydroxyl ion molecule. Example, AlOH thrice and FeOH thrice. Based on their concentration, it is classified into two types: concentrated alkali and dilute alkali. Concentrated alkali, it is an alkali having a relatively high percentage of alkali in its aqueous solution. Dilute alkali, it is a alkali having relatively low percentage of alkali in an aqueous solution. Properties of bases. Some of the properties of bases are: they have bitter taste, they are aqueous solution, contains electricity, their aqueous solutions have soapy touch, they turn red litmus blue. Bases reacts with non-metal oxides and acids to produce salts and waters. So uses of bases: sodium hydroxide is used in the manufacture of soap. Calcium hydroxide is used in whitewashing of building. Magnesium hydroxide is used as a medicine for stomach disorder. Ammonium hydroxide is used to remove grease stain from cloths. These are the formative assessment. These are the questions to check evaluate the understanding of the reader. Test for acids and bases. Various tests done to check the acidity and basicity of a substance. The first test is test with litmus paper. An acid turns blue litmus paper into red. A base turns red litmus paper into blue. Test with an indicator phenolphthalein. In acid medium, phenolphthalein is colorless. In basic medium, phenolphthalein is pink in color. Test with an indicator methyl orange. In acid medium, methyl orange is pink in color. In basic medium, methyl orange is yellow in color. pH scale. A scale for measuring hydrogen ion concentration in a solution is called pH scale. The P in pH scale stands for potence, in German meaning power. pH scale is the set of numbers from 0 to 14 which is used to identify the nature of the substance to be a acidic, basic or neutral. For acidic, the pH level is less than 7. For basic, the pH level is greater than 7. For neutral, the pH level is equal to 7. Salts. For introduction, salts are the products of the reaction between acids and bases. Acids and bases react to produce salt. Salts produce positive ions and negative ions when dissolved in water. So, acid plus base gives salt plus water. Types of salts. There are various types of salts. The first one is normal salt. Normal salt is obtained by complete neutralization of an acid by a base. That is NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus 2H2O. Acid salts. It is derived from the partial replacement of hydrogen ion in an acid. When a calculated amount of base is added to a polybasic acid, salt is obtained. NaOH H2SO4 gives NaCl plus H2O. Basic salts. Basic salts are formed by the partial replacement of hydroxyl ion of a diacidic or triacidic base with an acid radical. PbOH twice plus HCl gives PbOHCl plus H2O. Double salts. Double salts are formed by the combination of the saturated solution of two simple salts in equimolar ratio followed by crystallization. For example, potash alum is a mixture of potassium sulfate and aluminum sulfate. KaISO4 twice dot 12H2O. Let's see the properties of salts. Salts are mostly solids which melt as well as boil at high degree temperature. Most of the salts are soluble in water. For example, chloride salts of potassium are soluble in water, but silver chloride is insoluble in water. They are odorless, mostly white cubic crystals or crystalline powder. Salt is hygroscopic in nature. So let's see what is water of crystallization. Many salts are found as crystals with water molecules. These water molecules are known as water of crystallization. Salts that contain water of crystallization are hydrated salts. For example, copper sulfate crystals have 5 water molecules for each molecule of copper sulfate. It is written as CuSO4.5H2O and named as copper sulfate pentahydrate. This water of crystallization makes the copper sulfate blue. When it is heated, it loses its water molecule and becomes white. Salts that do not contain the water of crystallization are called as anhydrous salts. They are generally found as the form of powders. Identification of salts. So let's discuss the test to identify the salts. Physical examination of salt. The physical examination of the unknown salt involves the study of color, smell and the density. This test is not much reliable. Dry heating test. The test is performed by heating small amount of salt in a dry test tube. After all the water gets evaporated, the dissolved salts are sedimented in the container. Flame test. Certain salts on reaction with concentrated sulfuric acid and concentrated hydrochloric acids from their chlorides. The paste of this mixture with concentrated HCl is introduced into the flame with the help of a platinum wire. By the inference, we can identify the type of salt. Let's see some of the common color of the flame and inference. So, the color of the flame is brick red, which means it is Ca2+. The color of the flame is golden yellow, which means the salt is Na+. The color of the flame is pink violet, which means the salt is K+. The color of the flame is greenish flushes, which means the salt is Zn2+. So let's see the uses of salts. Common uses are sodium, the common salt, it is called as sodium chloride NaCl. So it is used in our daily food and used as a preservative. Washing soda is known to be sodium carbonate Na2CO3. It is used in softening hot water. It is used in glass, soap and paper industries. Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3. It is used in sodium acid fire extinguisher. Baking powder is used to make cakes and breads soft and spongy. Bleaching powder, calcium oxychloride, CaCl2. So it is used as disinfectants and it is used in textile industries for bleaching cotton and linen. Formative assessment. This is the questions that are used to check the understanding of the reader. Summative assessment. These are the questions known to be summative assessment. Reference books. The reference books are 10th Standard Science Samachir Kalvi textbook, Stewart textbook of acids and bases, Practical Chemistry Dr. N.K. Verma, and the internet sources are also given.